Yes. So graduation today from the UNA University. This is Diva. And we got some people graduating who've been a part of the university, and I'm so proud of them. We're going to get into it. Week 10, UNA pre-session. Diva Laree. We got some people marching down the aisle today. I'm so proud. Maybe I ought to put on my cap and gown. Maybe I ought to put on my cap and gown. Once again, week 10. Got some people graduating. Yes! Halo, halo, halo. Diva. Yeah! Halo, halo. Hope y'all feeling well today. This is week 10, summer session. All right? We're going into the university today. I got the gown. I didn't want to put the cap on. I ain't mess up my halo. I don't want to mess up the halo. Halo, Levon, MJ, Chris, Kwajanasukas, MJ, Viviana Jason. Okay, y'all can. Okay, band. Thank y'all. Thank you, band. Thank you, band. Thank you. Halo, halo, halo. Diva. Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? This is week 10. I got the gown on today. No cap because I don't want to mess up the halo. All right. Week 10. This has been a I wish I could say this has been a fun, but I've learned a lot. I've learned so much. This has been a very trying season, but I've learned so much. And this shift, I'm going to say, I'm sure it's got to do with this shift we're going through, but that's part of the session that I need to talk about today, where we're talking about loving yourself. So today we're talking about the trust law. We're talking about this shift that's going on, the cosmic shift, and we're talking about loving yourself. Loving yourself. I first want to give thanks to the spirits for allowing me to just be able to share this information. Thank you. I thank you for wanting to know the information, for joining me every week to get this information down as we just really try to make sure you have the tools you need to operate when you're dealing with these agents, and we're coming out of what we call bondage. I just want to say thank you to all of the people who supported UNA and supported me behind the scenes. All of the people, the ones that are still with me and the ones that are still that are not with me, rather. I'm so thankful for them and everybody this season has been magical, absolutely. But everybody who's helped me to put this together, I want to thank them. It's hot. I'm gonna have to come out of this. All right, cap and gown, graduation. I'll put it back on when I go into the university. But thank y'all for joining me. Diva, get off my light. Get off my light. All right. So now, what we're doing today, we're talking about, this is week 10. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this. I need to announce this right now, right now, right now. I haven't made it, I haven't, this is the official announcement, I would say that. So I will be doing a tour. UNA University will be doing its tour. We're going through Chicago, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. Those will be our first 3 stops. Chicago, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. That's going to be starting October 1st. All right, so those 3 weeks of October. There we go. Chicago, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Yeah. Official. All right, so I will be on tour, and you all will be able to get your tickets. It is a $200 minimum donation. I think it's $289 minimum donation. But yeah, y'all want to be a part of that seminar. You'll be able to come out and see us. We're going to be running it online as well. So yeah, y'all support it. That's going to be some big stuff. We got to get out. We got to get on the road. All right. The other thing, by the way, somebody has been asking, I had some people to ask, who is UNA affiliated with? There's some characters that are saying that they created UNA. Let's understand this. Diva LaRue created UNA, United Nations from America, and that is a republic. That's why you have UNARepublic.com and UNAAmerica.com. I had a character, I don't want to call that character's name, that when I was having problems logging on I couldn't get video. They had blocked me on video because of some other comment I made on somebody else's page. That's another story. I won't go into that. Actually, it's the same character. So that character asked me or helped me to open this account with UNA America, but never had anything to do with the running of the organization, and never will. And as a matter of fact, I've parted ways with that character because that character is very disrespectful to women and everybody else. So this person has an issue, and so I had to let that person go. So now, just so you'll know, UNA is run and owned by Diva LaRue. I'm just making that public announcement, just so y'all know. And I thank you all. Thank everybody for your support, because I had a sister contact me. She said, well, if that person runs it, then I don't want to have anything to do. Look, Diva LaRue runs it. Now, if you don't like Diva LaRue, I respect it. I got it. Okay, you got to go. That's no problem. However, no, that is not anybody else running this. This is Diva LaRue's project. And I'm going to keep it in order with the universe, because that's what I do. All right, now, let's get on it. Halo. Talking about trust law. I say this has been a very interesting season. It's had its frustrations. It has had many frustrations, and one of them has to do with, I do these sessions for you all because it's important that you all get the knowledge. Everybody wants to talk about the paperwork and the documentation and all of that, but here's the bottom line. If you don't have the knowledge of the documentation and the paperwork that you're putting behind, or putting down rather, you won't be able to stand on it. You're still going to be ignorant. You're still going to be up under the jail. Now, I'm going to go over trust law in depth with the university today because, y'all, we're going to have a hard session today because I need to make sure y'all know what's going on with these documents, because let me tell you something. Your money, I told y'all, the only reason why y'all have to donate is because the people who don't, they tend to not respect the information that I'm putting down. They poop all over my information. That's not going to keep happening. So the reason why you're there is because you have shown that you're going to invest in yourself and you're going to respect the information. Now, with that being said, you've got to take time to digest it and get it in your mind. It's not just about getting the paperwork down. It's not, y'all got to get that. It's not just about, okay, I got this paperwork and I'm good. Well, if you don't know how to stand on it and somebody challenges you, then you're just as dead in the water as you were without it. All right. I'm talking about trust law, and I'm going to go over this once again when we get into the university. So y'all listen up. Y'all listen up 2 times, listen up 3 times, listen up 4 times if you have to. Listen, because I need everybody to get this. When we're talking about, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and show my illustration now. I was going to save this for the university, but I'm going to show everybody right now my little illustration, all right? Dealing with trust law, and then we're going to go into the other topics for today. All right, let me show you all this. All right, now, when we're talking about these documents and what we're putting on public record, we're talking about private versus public. Private versus public. All right. Now, pay attention to this. The documents that we have always told you, wrong illustration. One moment. All right. When we're talking about, where is my little? All right. Group 1. All right. Now, here's the deal. When you're looking at this, these are the documents that we go over about putting on public record. Now, let me say this again before I go into this. We have a private, this is the private up at the top. This is the public down at the bottom, because remember, private is above the public. Do I need to open up my hierarchy of laws chart again? Y'all know I love it. And hello to everybody in the room. If y'all have some questions, I might get to them afterwards for this pre-session, because normally I don't answer questions on this pre-session, but I will today if we have time. All right, so you've got private and the public. Now, when we're talking about private, the main documents that I tell you all to deal with is the declaration here, and then the security agreement and the UCC1. All right. By the way, I need to say this. For those of you all who are supposed to be joining me in the university, go ahead and go into the university room and get the link for the Zoom. All right, so that we can load everybody up. Go ahead and go into the university room, and there's the link in there to get into the Zoom room. Everybody can load up there. And so that you can be ready, so that when we're preparing to go into the Zoom room, you can be ready. For those of you all who go ahead and finish up with your donation. Those of you all who, you know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. Go to divlyri.com, DIVTheALYRI.com, and go ahead and finish your donation there. Also, for those of you who want to get these sessions, the entirety of summer session, the entirety of the spring session, y'all go ahead and y'all go to divlyri.com, DIVTheALYRI.com. Go to divlyri.com, and you can make your donation, and we will get you whatever season that you wanted. Okay, I love y'all. Just 1 second, we're getting back to it. Trust law and understanding it. All right. And those of y'all who are in the university, I'm going over this again. So just get ready so you'll know. All right. These are the 3 documents that I always specify that need to be done first, regardless of what process you're doing. The declaration, the security agreement, the UCC1. All right. These are the documents that you need to have. These documents right here create an actual person. These documents create a person. Now, I'm going to show you this because you can have a deed. Deeds as well is what we put on public record. But your deed could also be like your birth certificate. All right. All of these documents, they're created in the private. They're created in the private. So watch this now. Even though they're created in the private, all of these documents, they link to the security agreement. Pay attention. In your UCC1, you're always going to have a reference to your security agreement. In your declaration, you're always going to have a reference to your security agreement. When you accept your deed, you want to have a reference to your security agreement. All right, all of these are referenced. All right, now those of us know who have been paying attention, we know that we are not going to put the security agreement on public record. The security agreement does not go on public record. And so what happens is the documents we do put on public record are the declaration, the UCC, and the deed. And remember, these documents they all link to the security agreement. Why is that important? All right, that's enough sharing right now. We will talk about that in the university. But they all have to link back because I talked about the umbrella. All right, there's an umbrella that protects you all inside of the public. It protects you inside the public. And so part of it has to do with how you're linking these public documents back to a private document. So when there are people who are coming at you trying to find out what property you're owning, who you are, how to sue you, how to take something from you, you protect it by putting it under trust. This, what I just showed you, is part of trust law. You protect it by putting it under trust. So when you don't put that security agreement in the public, what that security agreement has on it is the real and the true beneficiary. But those in the public can't see it because it's protected by that security agreement and all of these documents that preceded. That trust is in the public. Somebody didn't get it. That's why you need to be in the university. That's why you need to be in the university. Because I can only explain so much. And some of y'all are not even trying to grasp it. As a matter of fact, I had some people real close to me that didn't even grasp this whole concept and accused me of some things. We're going to talk about that. Because I think that has to do not only with the shift, but it also has to do with loving yourself. And some things that I need to talk about with respect to what I have been experiencing during this whole summer season. So, with that being said, getting back on trust law, let me try to break this down once again. There are 3 documents that you're going to put on public record, or that you're going to create in the private. 3 documents you create in the private: declaration, security agreement, UCC. All right. Once you create those documents, you have created a person. When I say UCC, your UCC1 is what I'm speaking on. Once you've created those documents, you have created a person. 2 of those documents go on public record, and that is the declaration and the UCC1. That security agreement stays in the private. Now, I talked to you about when you're putting those documents on public record, what kind of documentation, what you want to say, what the address that you want to have on it, what the verbiage that you want to have on it to protect yourself from people trying to take property from you. Once you have created those documents, if you've gotten them put on public record, you create the trust. We talked about how to create the trust in the university. For those of you all who don't know, when you go to a lawyer to create a trust, these are things that lawyers are charging you thousands of dollars for, and they still don't help you to secure yourself totally. Well, that's what we do in the university. We help you to create those trusts. Even when you're talking about a will, for your will and testament, when you're talking about marriage, and you're putting your marriage on public record and you're taking it out of the hands of the state. If you're talking about car insurance, house insurance, all of that, that's why you want to be in the university, so you can understand what's really going on with respect to this matrix that we're talking about. All right. So now, those are the things that we go over And so when you are in the university, then you're going to get more in-depth knowledge of it. Please understand. Please understand, y'all. And I have to understand this myself. This information just that you're getting, this especially in the university that we're doing with this summer season, this is almost third level bankers. This is like the beginning of the third level of what you would get if you were becoming a true banker, like a true banker in this industry. Not these fake bankers that go and work for JP Morgan, whoever they go, not them. No, but the true bankers, like knowing how to effect the Securities Exchange Commission, that's what you're really getting almost the third year, the beginning of it, third year level knowledge of. In understanding that, what you want to recognize and what I have to remember is you're not going to get this stuff overnight. I've been working with certain people since March, April of this year, the beginning of this year. And it's only been 5-6 months. You're still new at this. You're still fresh at this. You've got to be willing to take the time to do your own research. And some of us have not been doing that, and that has become clear to me. And this is why, again, I see some people are having to disappear because they're not willing to do the research and they're listening to demonic voices. That's fine. Listen to whomever you want to. But what needs to happen and what needs to be understood is that this is a lot of information. And if you're not doing your own research, then you're going to be lost. You're going to let people tell you ignorant things. And then the other thing is you also, when it comes to these agents, when they come at you, you won't know how to stand. All right? You got to be willing to listen. I told you nothing is free. Even when you're, the people who are investing, they're just showing that they want to go to the next level. They're just showing that they're willing to put that next step. What am I here for? I'm here to help you reduce the time of learning this. However, you still have to get it in your mind. The money is not going to get it in your mind. You just hearing it, you got to sit down and process it. All right. So that's what we deal with in the university. And we're going to be going over that more in depth today. If anybody wants to get the full session, go ahead and go to DivaLarie.com. You can make your donation there. And what you're going to do is you're going to send send confirmation to UNA America. Send confirmation to UNA America in the inbox and that you've made that donation. And we're going to make sure that you get the entire summer season if that's what you're wanting, so that you can have it and go through it. And, because in the university, we actually encourage you guys to go through the processes with us, not just to listen to it, not just to take notes, but to actually do the process. That's why I'm there, and then to answer so that I can answer questions. All right. So with that being said, let me see if I have any questions real quick. If I have any questions, I'll take some. I have a band. What are you talking about, Kevin? Thank you, Levon. Levon says he loves the hair. Thank you, Levon. Peace be unto you, UNA America, DivaLarie, and the family at large. Thank you, MJ. Let's see who else. My graduating seniors. Well, I don't know if y'all seniors, but y'all above freshman level. Y'all are like sophomore or something like that. Thank you, MJ. MJ says I look good. Thank you. DivaLarie, can we link up when you come in the Baltimore territory? Absolutely, MJ. As a matter of fact, you're going to be helping me put that session on. Facebook, stop like without my permission. What? What'd you say, Jason? Facebook, stop liking without my permission. Let's see here. Graduation music. Yes. The info is going to lead to further info within the rabbit hole. All right. That's right, MJ. Okay, so I thought I had questions. I was just checking to see if I had any. But let me get into this. because I got to talk about this shift and what's going on with this shift. Some of you all are seeing people pull away from you. Some of us, who are really working on vibrating on a higher level, you're starting to see people pull away from you, and it's really hard. It's really sad. It's difficult, and I've had that. I've had a lot of people who I would not have expected to drop off. People who I thought had a clear understanding of the higher laws. You've got to understand the universal laws. And I've seen them drop off. I know everybody is experiencing that. We are going through a shift right now, and it is polarizing all of us. It is polarizing all of us. And you've got to keep your vibratory frequency high. You've got to, because we're being pulled into, listen, at this time, we've got to take really hard looks at ourselves. Now, I just went over these lower laws about UCC, security agreements, declarations, and all of that. But we've got to really look at self on the inside, because those are the laws that are going to affect us as we go into this next level. And some of us are just not vibrating on that level. It could be me. I'm trying to get my vibrations higher. And I can tell you, not only are we being pulled, we are being forced to look at self. As we experience different things, we're being forced to look at self. And so I'm going to tell you about some incidents that have happened. And some of you all might be able to resonate. I'm telling you in hopes that some of you all can resonate with what I'm saying. And not only that, that you can use this information to enhance yourself. I've had, some people who were close to me, that for whatever reason showed me an energy. Everything is an energy, and none of us are victims. And that's one of the things that I have to keep saying, not only to myself but to you. So when I say it to you, I'm saying it to myself. But I've had situations where people have shown me an energy, and I had to come back and ask myself, now, did I do that to somebody? Did I do that to somebody else? Because really, the energies that people show you are energies that you have put out. That's really, when somebody is going at you, cursing you out or whatever, go back and sit down and think. Sit down and think. And you will be able to reflect and know that that is an energy that you put out somewhere. What I had to realize is whether it be to somebody else outside of you or to yourself. Because one of the things we don't recognize, and this is what I'm going to get into today, is that when we're speaking to ourselves, our universe hears all of it. And we don't think that it means anything. But again, I said, whatever seeds you're putting up here, you're speaking to your entire nation. And I had that situation to happen to me within the last couple of weeks. And I want to speak on that. Because I had someone to come at me and accuse me just based on this trust stuff. Called me all kind of, I was like, this person was a trusted person that I've gone over and above to help. And I would never have expected this. At the very least, I would have thought that me and this person could communicate. That even if there was an issue, that this person would come to me in a rational manner and say to me, Diva, I don't like this, or this is what I'm finding, and that we can have a conversation about it. But they didn't even give me that opportunity. And so I'm just gonna keep it like that. I was not even given the opportunity to communicate with this person. I was just accused, and they went off and they were angry, and it was just, you did this. And I was like, okay. Now I'm trying to sit there and understand because I know it's an energy. Where is this energy coming from? First of all, I was shocked that it was coming from this person. Secondly, I was trying to understand, where did it come from? Who did I do that to? Who did I deliver that to? And I told you all, when you're getting this energy, it's not about because I did nothing to this person. This person was wrong, and I showed that it's wrong with all the documentation and legal documentation. But I did some other stuff. I did some other ish, as I would say. And what she was is a reflection of some energy that I put out in the past. So I told y'all 4 to 7 days is normally when you see energies coming back. 4 to 7 days is my frequency. So when I put out an energy, I know within 4 to 7 days I'm going to get it back. So now, what she was delivering, she was just delivering an energy. And the spirits were speaking to me through her, trying to show me what I had done. Now let me talk about what I had done, because I get into talking about loving other people and loving everybody out here and giving and being kind and being, loving and all of that. Well, in this instance, what I had done exactly 7 days before this energy was delivered to me is I had been in a situation where I was angered. I was angered because I was trying to work one of these processes. I'm working my process, and I know how it works. And I'm dealing with these agents. And I put this process through. And then when I go to get my instrument back, I went to get my instrument back. My instrument the company refused to give me my instrument back. And so, I called the police. Oh, I really called the sheriff. The sheriff was supposed to come, but the sheriff didn't come. Instead, they sent the police. Now, when the police gets there, they give the police this cock and bull story after I told the police, look, they have my instrument and they need to give that back. And the police is saying, well, they don't want you on the property and you need to leave. I called you there because somebody stole something from me. And you're telling me to get off the property, you can't do it. I was angry. I was livid. I was at that point, I'm like, because I had to walk. I was walking to back to where I had to get to. And I'm just going on screaming. I'm screaming to the universe. And I'm saying these things to the universe. I'm going to quit. I'm not doing this ish no more. F this. Blah, blah, blah. This is some BS. And, I'm going off. I'm angry because I had let this whole situation get to me. And I wasn't thinking, because nobody, I was by myself. So that I thought. Remember, my nation is always with me. And as I'm saying this stuff out of anger, I am showing my spirits such a disrespect. I'm being so disrespectful to my spirits. I'm being disrespectful to my nation. And this might seem like nothing, but I was angry, ready to quit, ready to give everything up because of this one situation. I didn't want to hear nothing from the universe at that time. And the spirits kept saying to me, they said, stop fighting. They said to me, Diva, stop fighting. You don't have to fight. And I'm like, F that. I don't care. I'm tired of this and blah, blah. I'm going off. I'm angry. I didn't want to hear nothing. I'm being totally disrespectful. But guess what? Nobody was there but me. Me and my nation. And remember, everything that my nation receives must come back into this third dimension. Remember, everything that you're seeing is in the past. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking until this person. This person who I never expected to act this way had to show me how I made my whole universe feel. And this person didn't do it in private. That's the thing. They didn't do it in private. They had to do it in front of my other nation. Show full disrespect and accuse me of things that were not true, not even give me the opportunity to state what was going on. All she was doing was delivering an energy. That's all she was doing. And that energy came from what I put out. See, I know this because I've done it. Every time I put that energy out, I've seen it come back. Some of y'all are not getting this when I talk about the higher laws, when I talk about the universal laws. When we learn these laws, then we learn to deal with people who are coming, other energies. I brought that energy on by putting out that negative energy to my universe. And I know you don't get it because I've done this so many times, and I saw it when I was watching her. She was delivering the exact same energy that I put out exactly 7 days earlier. When y'all start getting how these energies work, it's a frequency. It's a frequency. When you put it out, it takes time for it to come back. And so I was disrespectful. I didn't show love to myself at that time in my anger. And so I say to you all, as I close out this season, it's good to be kind to other people outside of you. But we have to make sure we're showing love to ourselves. Because when she brought that into my, it was my universe. She brought that into my nation because that was in a private meeting with my sisters that she brought this to. And she was only bringing an energy that I had put out. And that was the only way the universe could show me myself. She is my reflection. Everybody in my dimension, especially the matriarch 13 and all of it, everybody is a reflection of me. You all are a reflection of me. And so when she brought that into the circle, what she did, she just showed me me. She showed me me. So I had to be able to forgive her for that. And I had to ask the universe to forgive me for the viciousness in which I delivered those words when I was in anger. We got to remember when we're speaking and when we're thinking. I told you, I'm still learning. I'm still learning these laws and how to apply them. And sometimes my anger gets the best of me. And that was one of those times. And the universe had to show me my reflection. And they showed me my reflection. My universe showed me my reflection through her. And I beg forgiveness to my universe. And I say this in front of you because I need to let you know that this is not easy. This is a very difficult time that we're in. And you're going to see your reflections through other people and the way that they treat you. That's going to reflect how you've been treating yourself. Are you loving on yourself? If you're loving on yourself, other people will show that. If you're not loving on yourself, other people will show that in the way that they treat you. And that's what we've got to get back to when we start learning that. Everything, again, in our outer dimension is going to change. It's one thing to be giving to other people and kind and all of this outside of yourself. But you've got to make sure, all of us, because it's not easy. It's not easy. We're so used to self-doubt. We're so used to putting ourselves down. We get into anger and we start saying things, and we don't recognize that our spirits and our universe is hearing every bit of it. And when they hear it, when your spirits hear it, they're going to manifest and they're going to reflect everything you've put inside your mind. And that's what happened. I had to look at self. And I apologize to my spirits. I apologize to my universe. And I hope that these words that I'm saying to you resonate, so that you make sure you work on self-love, loving self, so that everything in your outer dimension can reflect that. All right, with that being said, y'all go ahead and load up into the university so we can finish this session. Congratulations on your graduation. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of self-work to do. I know I do. Hopefully we're going to continue to learn and grow. I'm going to definitely be speaking on that as we do the as I go on tour. I'm going on tour, and I want you guys to also let me know other places where you want me to go to and tour. Y'all saw my flyer. It's official. Hold on for one moment. It's official. Chicago, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I'm coming. October 1st, October 8th, October 17th, respectively. Halo Naja, I'm coming. We're going to do this thing. I'm still growing. I'm a baby in this thing, trying to get my little energies right and learn how to, love myself and love other people at the same time. So, again, y'all go ahead and load up. I will see y'all there. If you're already in the university, go into the university room. Grab that link. I'm going to see y'all in the Zoom room in a few minutes. Diva, I love ya. Love yourself. I love ya. Love yourself. I love ya. Love yourself. I'm out. Bye-bye.